Hello, my name is Maria Paviour. I'm an occupational neuropsychologist, and I'm here on video. I'm here on video to call out to all of you out there who are wellbeing experts or practitioners, who are tech developers in wellbeing. In fact, anybody who really cares about the well-being of people at work. This is a call out to you, a call to action, because I want to ask you to become part of a movement to create psychological safety in the workplace. That's what we are here to do. I'm from Wellbeing with Carrie, and I want to talk to you about the one and the only thing that we really should be measuring at work for employees. And I'm going to just tell you a little bit about why it is so important that we measure this one thing. So I know there are a lot of different measures that we can do, but regardless of all those different measures, and they can all have lots of different useful implementations, applications even, but this is why I was never a newsreader, but they can have lots of interesting applications. But what really matters is one key thing that we have to measure, and that at the moment is very, very difficult to measure. But I'm going to talk to you a bit about how you can measure this one thing and why it's so important. Now, the reason that it's vital that we get the right thing and we measure the right thing is because at the moment we're aware there are people that are having such difficulty at work. They're going off sick, very often on long-term sickness, and we might not see them back again. People are leaving organisations because they are feeling bullied or stressed or unhappy or unappreciated or invalidated or whatever, and very often feeling ill. We're also seeing a lot of accidents in the workplace, something you might think isn't related to their psychological safety, but actually it is psychological safety that is just as important as any other form of health and safety. In fact, I would argue, with the science to support me, that it is more important than any other forms of safety, because you can't apply health and safety measures unless you feel psychologically safe. So there are so many different things, and one key one is performance. If you want people to perform at their best, to be at their happiest, and therefore have the happiness advantage and be able to perform better in whatever role, they have to have good levels of well-being. So productivity, performance, lower levels of absence, people not wanting to leave you, so you have to spend loads of money to recruit more people, and you lose your intellectual capital and all of that. All of these things are really important, but they all come down to one key thing that you need to know, or maybe more importantly, your clients need to know about their employees in the workplace. And this is what I have spent the last 25 years looking at. So 25 years ago, in 1996, 1997, I was winning awards from the UK government, from the European government as well, for the software I developed for identifying wellbeing at work. And over the years, we've been developing and creating better and better versions of this so that we can gather the data that really counts. And we now have got the data, and we're continuing to use that data. But this is where you come in. We want to work with other people who are experts in well-being, because what we can do is we can provide data, but what we need are more practitioners, more experts, more tech developers that can support this, that can provide the solution to well-being. We can find the measure, we can find the people, but we need people who can provide the solution. So the software that we developed, which we have been developing over the years, and it's called Wellbeing with Cari. Cari is the AI-enabled software that we've developed. We call her Carrie, and she's there to measure well-being levels and to work with other experts and other tech in order to make a whole joined-up approach. It's an interesting way of putting it. Joining up the dots between everything to make sure the right people get the right thing at the right time in the right way. So this one thing that we have to measure is really all to do with how people are feeling in the workplace at the moment. So about 26% of people in the workplace at the moment are feeling good and feeling happy and robust in their well-being and performing at their best. 24%. That means that there's a large number of people who are actually really struggling in the workplace. They're basically quietly drowning. And those people either feel like they're up to their knees wading through water at work, or they're up to their necks just trying to keep their head above water, or they're going under. Actually, each of those different phases is quite a different brain state, has a different neuro makeup. So the way that you are feeling is actually affecting the way your brain is responding to your environment. And it's absolutely vital we understand, where are people at? What is this level that they are experiencing? Because that's the only way that we can make sure we get these people to the right type of intervention or support, whether it be individuals providing one-to-one human support, which you can never underestimate the importance of course, or whether it's the technology that can help people to get the right support at the right time. But we really need to know, where are people at? And this is what I've spent my life developing. So I've spent my entire life developing methodology for identifying the right level of well-being. Where are people at and what do they need? And all of the experts I work with then can provide the support that those people need in order to be able to give them what they need to get them into the right state. So the one thing that we need to be measuring in organisations in order to be able to support people and create psychological safety, the one thing we need to measure is presenteeism. Presenteeism, I've called it for the last 25 years, brave face syndrome. And I noticed 15 years ago how it suddenly became a massive part of normality in the workplace. Shockingly, this is something we now consider normal. And of course, it shouldn't be considered normal. This is not the way that we can be productive and effective. Presenteeism undermines our brain capability, so we are unable to do the things that we would normally be able to do. It increases our likelihood of going off sick, of leaving, of having accidents, of making errors, and of being in low performance and having low health. So what I'm going to ask is, if you want to be part of this movement to really create psychological safety at work, then I want you to join with us in looking at those people who are putting on a brave face at work because they feel they have to, because they don't feel psychologically safe. How can we help and support those people? And I need people like yourself, experts like yourself, to join with our movement, because together we are stronger. Whether you're a tech developer, an expert, a practitioner, join with me. Let's work together and let's create a world where work is safe.